What is going on out there, YouTube? Long time no see. I am the Anonymous Prepper. Welcome back to the channel. As you know, I am the Anonymous Prepper. And today, I wanted to give a little bit of an update about what's been going on. I told you, folks, it blows my mind to this day that people are still ignoring what's happening. Ignoring. Why is it that people can't just face reality anymore of what it is and understand, okay, we have a problem here. Priorities need to be in order. We need to quit turning our heads away, ignoring it because, oh, I got personal problems at home. I got personal issues in my life. We all do. I've had my share. Anybody who knows my backstory knows I was a homeless teenager. I lived in the cold and wintertime, dug out of dumpsters, did things I was not proud of to eat. You know, it's nothing more tasty than getting a freaking expired piece of food out of a dumpster to eat. You know, sleeping in the cold, digging a Dakota fire hole to have some fire to cook your food, and having a little makeshift shelter to survive. You know, that's a tough time in my past life there. I never really talk about it much because, you know, it's something I try to forget about. But as I've gotten older, I've embraced it. We need to get ready now. There's no more, we'll see what happens. I've been hearing that a lot. Get your heads out of your asses. Have a simple plan. Have your priorities in order. Stop making excuses if it's money. Stop making excuses about this and that. This is life. I have struggled really bad in my life. We all have at some point. But you still have to take care of your business. Hustle. Hustle. With what happened now with North Korea joining Russia now on the battlefield, this is World War. You can change the meaning by any means. You could do this, you could do that, blah, 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 whatever. When there is country versus country, and another country joins one country to fight against another, that is World War. There's no ways around it. World War I, World War II. That's what it is. It is World War. That's just it. This is the time now, folks. Do you have the means to survive now? Look at the hurricanes. Can you survive with no electricity? Have you tested yourself? Have you tested yourself to survive in colder temperatures? Prime example to test yourself. Leave your windows open. Shut off your heat. See how long you can last without the freaking heat on in a night. You know, get your extra blankets, get thermals. Learn to sleep that way at night. You know, build up your endurance or go out camping like I do on occasion. Get out there in the cold and test your abilities. Same with hotter temperatures. Learn to be without air conditioning as much. Better yet, at all. How to limit your water. How to clean yourself with limited water. Using different things. Like if you have, you know, camping stoves, learn to cook with those. Learn to do this, you know, learn to do that. I could preach about this for hours. In 2024, when it comes to prepping, I'm not going to repeat myself over about what to get. I've said it many times. Use these things now. Test yourself. Build up skills. Get some knowledge. Get your heads out of your asses is the biggest thing. That's my motto right now. Get your heads out of your asses. We're all very distracted with what's happening here in the next couple of weeks. We got the left, we got the right. We all know me on this scenario. I'm in the middle. There's about 100 million of us in the middle. The ones that don't want nothing to do with those two. Left is crazy, right is crazy. Take your pick. I don't care. Oh, but you need to have your right to vote. You have to pick a side. No, you don't. Because if I see two unqualified morons running, and I don't want to pick one, I'm not picking one. Because I have the right to choose. And I always will. That's how it's supposed to be. You don't like this one, you don't like that one. Whoever gets in, I don't like them either way. I'm going to say, they're a piece of trash, they're a piece of trash. End of story. Simple as that. But we need to get ourselves together here. Things you should be doing, making that emergency plan now. Practicing, learning. Stop ignoring. You can ignore to the last possible second. I've seen this back in 2020. How many people were running to the stores I've never seen anything like this before. I'm just like so surprised. I can't believe this really happened. I've heard that line from how many people, and I'm like, you know, right? You could have prevented this by having taken the time to prepare a little bit. It doesn't matter if you have money or not. There's ways you can get help too. You ask around, you ask the right people, ask the community. They could help you too get some things to get you a little bit ahead. No more excuses, folks. Get your heads in the game now. Get your heads in the game. I have preached it and I preached it. We are going to be in a very bad time. It's no longer if, now it's just when, which won't be long. Make your choice. What are you going to do? You going to keep going like it's normal, like 2019? And of course, yeah, many of you will. That's fine, it's your choice, but remember, when the time comes, all of us in the middle, people always forget about the other 100 million of us in the middle. We know what we need to do. We're going to protect ourselves. You ain't taking from us. Remember that. So if you were smart, you would listen to what people like us tell you. Listen to us, let us guide you to get your priorities straight. Times are tough. They're hard. No excuses anymore. Because when you're freezing your ass off in the cold, digging out of dumpsters to eat, it changes your life over the years. It really does. And to clarify something about that, because I've gotten this question before. Why didn't you go to a shelter? Well, it's a little bit tougher when you're a guy. Because a lot of these places just won't take you. Oh, they'll take women. They'll take their kids. But because I was over the age of 14 at the time, I was going on 16. They couldn't help me. They said, oh, you can go to this mission possibly, but sorry, they're full too, so we don't know what we can do for you. We can't call the Red Cross because you're a minor. You have to with your parent who made the choice to stay with me out in the cold. And I can go on and on about that story. The system's broke. It's corrupted. Time to wake up. You know what you need to do, folks. You know what you need to do. You can go watching channel after channel, hearing us all preach the same thing to you. Get it together now. It's time. It's go time, folks. This is the party. We've all been waiting for it. It's here. Handle your business. It's time.